Well, today is supposed to be the day to celebrate joy. And in the midst of all the last minute rush for the Christmas shopping and planning meals and decorating and putting things together and trying to, run the Christmas machine one more time. It's also a day for us to stop and say, what is this really all about? And you want to put that visual up? Oh, you've got it up there, okay. So, a lot of us think this is what it's about. Modern life, it's what you're living. And so you see little kids' happy faces there, and they've got a vending machine. And out of all the things they could choose out of the vending machine, what do they choose? And I'm going to use another word there. Noisy, shiny stuff. Now they could choose the other four, but no. We've trained our kids to choose the noisy, shiny stuff. All the madness of Christmas shopping and looking to buy joy for ourselves and those we love. And gift giving does seem to stir up a bit of joy beyond the happiness of receiving some shiny, noisy stuff. But it happens every day that we're attracted to that button. If you have a young child or a young grandchild and you take them to McDonald's, what is it they want? A Happy Meal. And why do they want the Happy Meal? It's got a toy in it. It has French fries and chicken nuggets, but what they're really looking for is that toy, the little plastic replica of something that's currently trending. And I did some research on that this morning, and now it's currently trending Star Wars. And then I found a whole Facebook page dedicated to the happy little toy in the Happy Meal. I am happy, this is a mother writing, I am happy to announce my soon-to-be 3-year-old little boy got to collect all the Hot Wheel toy cars for this month's Happy Meal. I am so thankful because when I was a little girl, I remember my parents trying to get me all the Happy Meal toys to collect for me. This is the first time of getting all of them. Oh boy, what joy I'm bringing to my child. It reminds me of the story in the Bible in Genesis about Jacob and Esau. Jacob and Esau were twins, but they were total opposites. Esau was a hunter, and he went out and caught wild game and brought it back to the tribe. And Jacob was more introverted, more of an inward thinker. Jacob eventually, his name became Israel, and he is the founding father of the tribe of Israel. But in the story, it tells about an incident that separated the twin brothers, actually. When the boys grew up, Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field, while Jacob was a quiet man, dwelling in tents. Isaac loved Esau because he ate of his game, but Rebekah, his mother, loved Jacob. Once, when Jacob was boiling pottage, a kind of stew over the fire, Esau came in from the field and he was famished. And Esau said to Jacob, "Let me eat some of that red pottage because I am famished." Therefore his name was called Edom. Jacob said, "First, sell me your birthright." Esau said, "I'm about to die. Of what use is a birthright to me?" Jacob said, "Swear me first." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he ate and drank, rose and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Some translations reads a mess of pottage. And when we sell our birthright to joy and healthy lives for a mess of noisy, shiny stuff, we've given our lives away. We've sold out to that which cannot bring lasting joy. And we often pay dearly for the mess of stuff when the credit cards come in January. You know, we live in a noisy world that eat me, taste me, smell me, drive me. You will find joy. There's a Land Rover ad that makes me shake my head. If you get a Land Rover and pay $700 a month on the lease, your dog will be happy. That was the ad. The little dog's looking out the window of the Land Rover and singing, you know. That's how crazy it's gotten. Even your dog will be happy. You know, it makes us happy for a moment. Happiness is fleeting. As with all temporal things, they're subject to decay and destruction. And it all turns into junk eventually. Forgotten and discarded once the happiness has faded away. The vending machine has buttons to make admirable choices. You know, but we're taught from an early age in this modern society, the stuff we can buy may make us happy, but we're looking for joy in all the wrong places. My aunt used to say, you know, when we were babies and our first Christmas and they gave us a present, and we were so happy with the wrappings in the box, but, you know, sometimes with stuff inside, wow, you know, and then they took that one away from us right away and said, here's another one, and here's another one. You see, we train our kids to do that, to expect it. That's going to bring them happiness. It's fleeting. Co-founder of Unity, Myrtle Fillmore, wrote in her book, How to Let God Help You. Those who seek pleasure in the outer are in reality seeking eternal joy. The joy that comes that no one can take away. The joy that Jesus Christ promised us. The joy that comes when we know what it means to be a child of God. When we know what the Father would have us know. The prophet Nehemiah proclaims the joy of the Lord. You know what the Lord is? The Lord is the ruling part of your consciousness. It's the thoughts and ideas that you carry that rule your life. So the Lord could be a Darth Vader and the Lord could be a Luke Skywalker. You know, it's whatever you're holding in your consciousness that guides your life that is the Lord of your life. So Nehemiah says, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Knowing that joy is the Lord of my consciousness. It strengthens me. It makes it easier to be green. And all of the other buttons on the vending machine are qualities that will lead us to real lasting joy, if we would only choose them. When we choose these as our path, there is lasting joy in the pursuit and attainment of these inner qualities. Truth, wisdom, character, honesty, all guaranteed to give you lasting joy. A friend of mine, Marie, just wrote this on her Facebook page, sharing pictures of their family gathering. And because her husband is a pastor, they're going to be busy on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. So they celebrated their Christmas Eve and Christmas Day over this weekend is what they're celebrating. And Marie wrote, "The countdown turns from days to mere hours. Tonight will be our Christmas Eve, and tomorrow our Christmas Day, as Jesse, Zach, and Kate will be arriving for the weekend. And this is exactly how I feel. Joy." That doesn't come from the packages that they'll open or the meal that they'll prepare, even though that will add to their joy. But it's joy, that inner quality of joy that no one can really take away and that you can't buy with money. You can't wrap up with a bow in a package. It's something bigger than that. Last year, we made a habit of going out to Arizona where my 94-year-old mother's remaining brother and his wife live. We go out there for Christmas. And my family is kind of dwindled down to a few people. So we have been going out there for the last 3 or 4 years. Last Christmas was the first time we had all of the family together. My aunt and uncle and my mom and me and my cousins and their families. They were there, and they're going to be there. Even more of them are going to be there this Christmas. So, and last year was so wonderful. It was such a deep celebration of joy to be with these people that I love, the people that I grew up with. What a joy. What a joy, and I'm looking forward to that happening again. So my aunt promised us 2 more cousins are coming. So this Christmas, which button will you choose on the vending machine of modern life? The sold out button where you sell your birthright to all the other things, to happiness, not to mention health. You know what a Happy Meal has in it? So, what is going to be your choice? The happy, shiny, the objects, the stuff that we try to have joy with, or the real life, your birthright as a child of God. I have an acronym for joy. Just open yourself. You are the gift this Christmas. You are the gift every day of your life. Just open yourself. Be a conduit of that joy that comes from within, because you'll always have it. It's always there. And that is where true happiness and joy and peace and serenity comes from. Just open yourself, and you'll discover everything you've always wanted for Christmas. And so it is.